back to another vlog. My name is Megan if you're new here. Today's vlog is going to be an artsy vlog. I have some projects and things I'm working on creatively, so I'm going to take you guys through those things. I'm going to be painting. I'm reading a good book right now. I'm also working on some things for my wedding, which is in a month and a half, which is crazy. And it's just going to be a good one. So I hope you all enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm headed into Goodwill right now because I'm on the hunt for a cake stand. I'm thinking a glass base and a glass dome top, which I've seen at the thrift store plenty of times, which I regret never picking it up now. But I guess you can probably guess why I would need a cake stand for my wedding, is I'm going to make my own cake. Well, Bree's going to help me also, but we're going to make our own cake. And I have a recipe. I'm going to start practice testing the recipe first, so that way I don't just do it for the first time on the day that we're going to be having the cake. And so my goal is to find a cake stand in here, and then I'm also going to look and see if I can find anything else that's sort of like bridal that I might want. Sometimes there's things in like the intimate section and the dress section. Just going to take a gander, but the main goal for today is to find a cake stand. So fingers crossed. I'm back home now, and I'm going to wash up the cake stand. You guys, I can't believe that I found this. And guess what? This is a Crate and Barrel cake stand. And I Googled it to see how much it goes for. $80. And I found this for $14. So I'm going to wash this up so that way it's going to be all set to go for our wedding, which I'm so excited for. And I also stopped at the grocery store to pick up a few things for dinner, and we also needed some eggs because I'm going to bake some cookies. I've really been in the mood for chocolate chip cookies, a classic. I'll link the recipe that I like in the description. I just found it off Pinterest. I'm probably going to listen to an audiobook. I often listen to a different audiobook than what I'm reading physically, just so I can have two books going at one time. It's almost dinner time, so he's purring. Can you hear it? It's almost dinner time, so he starts to get antsy. Anyways, what was I saying? I like to listen to an audiobook that's different from the physical book that I'm reading, just to, I don't know, have two different books going at one time. Sometimes I will listen to an audiobook the same that I'm reading. If I'm having a hard time getting into the physical book, I'll start listening to it on an audiobook to help myself kind of make more headway and see if I can get myself more into the book. But I usually will have two separate books, one I'm listening to, one I'm reading. So I actually just got a book on Libby. You guys know I always talk about Libby, but it's my favorite thing. And in case you don't know, Libby is a app through your local library where you can get free downloads for magazines, Kindle books. I don't have a Kindle, but I do want one. And they also have audiobooks for free. Sometimes you have to put them on hold and wait, but a lot of times they have books available, which is awesome. And the book I'm listening to on Libby is Radical Acceptance, Embracing Your Life with the Heart of Buddha by Tara Brach. And I'm excited to start this. It's much later in the evening and we're in the studio. It's 9:30 p.m. and you can see I have my nice big studio mic in here because I'm going to be recording a May favorites for my Substack. And if you guys don't know, I started a Substack at the beginning of the new year because I just wanted to have a place to have all pieces of my heart release into one space. I wanted to have a forum where I could do something deeper like writing or doing recordings, talking about different topics and subjects where it's not focused on me face to face like with a camera. It's just allowing my words to flow. I started a Substack in the beginning of this year in 2025 and I've been really enjoying it. So I wanted to start a new series where I do my monthly favorites, like a recap of everything I'm loving, anywhere from like lifestyle to shows, books, thoughts, feelings, music, food, vibes, anything. Just whatever I'm jiving with for that month, I'm going to talk about. So I'll link my Substack in the description, but I have been looking forward to this segment all month and going through all my favorites, what I've been loving. But yeah, so we're in the studio and I have my laptop here and this is my Yeti mic. I love this mic. This is a Rode mic, which is really nice because obviously it's wireless. The Yeti mic is hooked up to my laptop. I make a little doc for myself with notes just about the topics, things that I don't want to miss out on talking about. But I just free flow talking, but I do add a few little things in there just to help jog my memory of what I'm thinking about, whatever the favorite is. So I have my laptop here, the mic. The only thing is I did purchase this wind barrier, wind mic barrier, wind cover. I don't know what you would really call this, but it goes over top of the Yeti mic to help with sound. I do film the recordings at late at night, as you can tell, because it's nice and quiet. Trying to film during the day is somewhat almost impossible unless I went into my bedroom closet because there's trash pickup, there's landscaping, there's kids, city, sounds, anything and everything. So I like having a late night studio session. The cats are with me. There's Fonzie. And then I don't know if you can see Jube. She's right there. So both the cats are in here and it's really cozy vibes. But you should go listen to my May favorites on Substack. I'm excited. I love to chat, so doing a recording like this is really fun for me to clear my throat chakra. When I was a kid, I remember my parents would like go to parent-teacher conferences and they would always be like, oh, your kid's lovely, like no issues, but Megan likes to talk to her neighbors and that's me. I love to chat, so doing these recordings scratches a part of my brain I really enjoy. So we're gonna get into this and then I'm gonna close out the night. I'm at the park, as you can tell, and I'm doing a little artist date for myself, so I'm going to do some watercolor paint. I always bring this tote bag full of all of my art supplies, so I figured I'd get set up with you guys. It's such a beautiful day. It is warm. It's gonna be about 100 degrees today, so the shade feels really nice. I always bring a glass jar, and I bring my water so that I can fill the glass jar with obviously water so that I can use my brushes. I have my little watercolor sketchbook. I also bring a couple varieties of paintbrushes. I like a fine tip, a medium thick, and then I guess an in-between medium, just to give myself some variation. So I bring those. I also brought a pen. This is my favorite pen. This is by Zebra, and this is a water-filled brush. These are really nice for if you just want to only bring this and not bring like the glass jar and all that business, because you can just squeeze the base of the brush and paint onto your canvas because the water goes down into the tip of the brush. That way you can... Ooh, it smells like sunblock. It smells like summertime. Okay, so that's all that's in this pouch. And then in here, I brought my book that I'm currently reading. I'm reading Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I'm only on chapter 5, page 33. And I'm really enjoying it so far. Just a nice, light, mystical read. I brought 2 variations of watercolors. This palette, sometimes I like the colors in there, especially in this palette. There's a little bit of deeper colors for landscape painting. And then I also bring this watercolor palette as well. And I love this. I use this a lot. I just got this year, so I've been really enjoying it so far. It has a ton of color options, even glitter options, which is cute for whenever I do like whimsical paintings. And then this is a swatch page that I did, so that way I know what the colors look like when they come out on paper. Hopefully you can hear me, there's a plane going by. So I bring these 2 palettes, and then obviously I have my camera equipment, I have my purse, I bring my headphones. Sometimes I listen to music, and sometimes I honestly, the majority of the time, I just listen to the sounds of life around me, and I'm just going to absorb the energy of the day. I'm so excited to paint. Yeah, that's all I have in this bag. In my bagoo bag, I meant to mention that I keep this little pouch. I always keep a pencil, a micron pen. This is my favorite black pen. And I love the 01. It's a very fine tip black pen. And so I always keep that in my purse because if I'm out drawing, I at least have this with me and I don't have to pack everything else. So I can at least draw. And I also bring a pen and pencil. And I also have like earbuds and stuff in here. This is stuff that's just nice to have always with me. I realized I did forget a wiping cloth for wiping off my paintbrush, so I will probably be wiping on the outside of this bag since I forgot a little cloth, but that's okay, no big deal. There's people out playing tennis, having lunch, walking their kids, running. The birds are chirping. It's just a beautiful day. I think as I've aged, I've become quite fascinated with birds. Dare I say, I think I want to get into bird watching because lately When birds fly by, I've been really intrigued by their colors and the variations in different types of birds. Why I say this is because there's a tree right in front of me, and there's a bird sitting there, and it has blue detail. It's actually gorgeous. I love birds. How free it would be to be a bird. All right, let's get painting.
What's up?
Breezy on the mic.
Hey. How's it going? How's it going?
We're at the park having a little picnic date, and I got a black tea. Bree got
I got a vanilla latte. Huge.
Yes, the usual. And it's nice because it's quite hot out here.
Yeah, I know. It's like I didn't actually feel super prepared for how hot it feels, but it's all good. We're in the shade. It's nice.
Yeah, there's a community pool here, and there's kids having like swim meets or swim practice or something like that, and it looks so incredible. The water, it's like you just want to jump right in.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We packed a lunch for ourselves. I'll show you guys what we have in our little cooler. And then we also brought some books to read. I'm reading Spells for Forgetting still. I haven't read any because last night we've been into watching Survivor.
It's
10 out of 10.
Good. It's so good. I can't believe neither of us have ever watched it, ever.
Yeah. And then, do you want to share your book?
Sure. Yeah, mine's Quantum Listening by Pauline Oliveros. But yeah, looks like it's a good read. It's about, it's a manifesto for listening as activism. And basically how deep listening is the foundation for a radically transformed social matrix, one in which passion and peace form the basis of our actions in the world. She actually had been like, oh, look at that, like just like pointed it out, and then I looked at it closer and I was like, oh, this actually seems really good. And it's a short, quick read too, so that's like
Nice.
yeah.
We found it at Moe's bookstore in Berkeley, California. But yeah, so we brought our books to read, and I'll show you guys what we brought in our little cooler. We packed some BLTs.
Pickles, duh. And lastly, but most importantly, cherries, because it's summertime.
And then the four of us just, it was just like so random and such a loud.
Today is Sunday, and on Sundays we love to do a home reset. So we clean and get ourselves set for the week. But on Sundays I also have been doing my Artist Way check-ins. So I'm on week 12. I'm on my very final week of The Artist Way by Julia Cameron, which kind of bums me out because it's been such an incredible creative process. I could not recommend it enough. I'm going to make a Substack post about my journey doing the Artist Way, and I think I'm going to make a creative video recapping the Artist Way, so be on the lookout for that. But on Sundays I do a little bit of a check-in for the Artist Way, so I finish up my tasks and check-ins, and I also do my morning pages every morning, and then I read the week that's for the upcoming week, and like I said, this is going to be my last week, week 12, which is crazy. So I'm going to do those things. It's also June 1st, so I want to do a junk journal spread for May. I collect all sorts of little fun things throughout the month, and I do a little junk journal spread at the end of my monthly planner spread, so that I can look back at all the fun things that happened in the month. I'll take you guys through that when I do that today. I'm also going to do my layout for June, my monthly calendar and things like that. Like I said, I'll take you guys through all of that, which is really fun. Also, in terms of creative projects, today I published the May Favorites audio recording that I put on Substack. I just scheduled that up so that way I really just have to promote it on the day that it goes live. I don't have to do it all in one day. It's kind of nice to schedule your videos or posts, things like that if you do creative work, so that you're not glued to your phone or laptop on the day it goes up. You can kind of just promote it and go about your day. Also, today I want to read more of my book that I'm reading, Spells for Forgetting. I read a little bit before bed, even after we've been watching our Survivor, which, you guys, it's getting actually so juicy. But yeah, I read before bed, and I'm really starting to get into the story. I can recap you guys about what I'm thinking so far. I'm a couple chapters in now, so I can give you guys my thoughts. Once I wrap up here in the studio with everything, I'm going to read a little bit and enjoy the rest of the Sunday. I first got into junk journaling because I saw some girls posting on social media about doing junk journaling, and it reminds me a lot of scrapbooking, but instead of using just pictures as a form of memory keeping, you collect things from your day-to-day life that you would consider junk. So I keep, like, this is a bingo card that my fiance Bree and I went bowling with our friend Sam and her wife Alyssa as a little celebration for Alyssa's birthday and Bree's birthday. So we went bowling, and I kept this little bingo bowling card. And then you can see I have these little vegetable cutouts that are from a paper bag from the local grocery store. And when I saw them, I had the idea of I could make a little deconstructed like burger sandwich. And I like drawing in little pieces into the junk journal. And yeah, you just collect things that you find throughout your day-to-day life. I usually collect them over the entire month. So I'll find like business cards, receipts, like I said, really anything. And then I add it and put it all together. Sometimes I draw little images. I'm drawing a hamburger bun to make the vegetables make sense on the spread, and then I wanted to fill in the bingo card as well, so I'm Xing through showing that I made bingo, even though I really didn't, but it's just for the fun. But junk journaling is an awesome way for me to collect memories, and I've loved looking back at little tokens of memories, and I'm going to continue doing junk journaling. I'm thinking about creating a journal that's specifically for junk journaling only, because I do use this planner, notebook as a planner, and there's Fonzie. I do use this planner as a planner, notebook, brain dump, ideas, junk journaling, all those sorts of things. So I'm thinking about separating and getting a notebook, because as you can see, I'm kind of making my way to the end of this papier planner. But I am filling out my June spread. I've been doing bullet journaling for so many years. Through college, it helped me keep my creativity while doing rigorous academics, and then I've kept it throughout the years because, like I said, it's helped me keep my creativity, and a good way for me to have fun artistically but also have a productive process as well. I found these stickers in a sample hair care goodie box, and I thought they looked cute for June because the colors are really bright and vibrant. I think it turned out really cute. It's many hours later. I'm outside on the patio, as you can tell. I've just taken an everything shower. I feel so clean and cozy. It's the perfect night. It's like 60. The breeze feels so good. There's nothing like a California night. It's like 87, 90 during the day, and then at night it cools down into like 65. In the breeze, it feels so good. I love it so much. I did indeed try to light my tea light candle here, but the wind is too strong that it keeps blowing it out. But I'm gonna sit out here and read for a little bit. I'm working my way through Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I didn't really get to go over what this book is really about, but it's about a town on the coast of Washington that has a lot of magic rooted in it. And one of the main characters, August Salt, he comes back to bury his mom, and there's an unsolved murder in the town, and he was accused of murdering her. And also he has a love interest with the other main character, Emery. And there's a love triangle because there's also another character, Dutch, that plays a part. The four of them were together growing up, and now it's years later. August is returning to the town, and the pot is stirring. So took a brief reading intermission, and we were finishing the finale of Survivor season 16, and I 10 out of 10 am obsessed with the show. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, and the amount of adrenaline that is running through you watching these episodes is insane. You never know what's going to happen when they get to the tribal council. So now I'm hooked, and dare I say, I want to go on Survivor. I feel like that would be such a cool life experience. But anyway, so I'm back to reading here in the studio for a little bit. Still reading Spells for Forgetting. And I do have a couple things I'm thinking. Emery and August are about to meet for the first time in 14 years, so they're reminiscing on their young adolescent love, and so I'm curious how that is going to all play out, seeing each other for the first time. And also, I definitely think there's more to Lily's death, so I'm excited to uncover that. And Fonzie's with me. Do you want some purring ASMR?